What is up guys, this is Michaela back for another video. In this video I actually do a makeup tutorial, so that's crazy. I am not a makeup artist, so please just take this with a grain of salt. I don't know what I'm doing, but I just thought it would be fun. I watched Fantastic Beasts with my husband and I thought it was an amazing movie, and I was really inspired by Queenie's makeup look, so I decided to try and recreate it, so I hope that you like it. So I am starting with a primer. It's a hydrating primer that I really like to use in the wintertime because my skin gets super dry, and I'm putting that on before I do my foundation. And I like to mix my foundation with lightning drops because foundations are just always too dark on me, so I mix that together and then dab it all over my face so that I can blend it in. And to blend in my foundation, I like to use the Real Techniques makeup sponge. It's really good and I've been using them for a while now and really like them. Although I have been recently deciding that I might want to switch to a beauty blender. You guys let me know how you like them. I know a lot of people do, so maybe I'll get there eventually. And for my concealer, I'm just using a Covergirl concealer, and then I'm also going to add the lightning drops. So what I do is put it under my eye just like I would normally, and then I just dab a little bit of the lightning drops over top and just blend that in together. That way my my concealer isn't darker than my foundation. And when it comes to concealing, I also like to do right on top of my forehead, and then I do have a few acne scars that I like to cover up, and I just do the same thing. I add a little bit of the lightning drops over top every little dot that I do, and then I just blend that all in together, and it comes out very nicely. And something I don't do all the time is add a liquid illuminator, just kind of on the top of my cheekbones. But I like to do it because whenever I put my powder, which I'll do next, it just kind of adds a nice little shine underneath, and I really like it. And next I'm going to be using a translucent powder, and I really like to do that because it sets everything, and also just like foundations and concealers, colored powders are usually just too dark for me, so using a translucent one that's just white, it just really sets well and doesn't add any extra color, which I like. And for my blush, I'm going to be using the blush from the Swamp Queen palette. I just absolutely love it. It's like a dark rosy color, and I think that it is perfect for Queenie's look. It just looks really nice on the face, and it really brings out the paleness of the skin, which I really enjoy. And just to warm up my face a tad, I'm going to be using a contour shade from a Pure Minerals Cinderella palette that I bought way back when the movie came out. So I'm just using that kind of around the outside of my face, along my cheekbone a little, and also my jawline. And for more highlight, I'm going back to the Swamp Queen palette and using Gator Wings. It's literally my favorite. I wear it every single day. It's just so beautiful. And then after that, I'm going to take the same powder brush from the beginning and just smear everything kind of together and blend it really nicely so that the colors aren't as harsh and everything's nice and smooth all over my face. So now it is time to do my brows, so I'm just going to comb them out, and right here you can see I'm telling you about the scar I have in my eyebrow. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but when I was a kid I ran into a table or something running around being silly, and I have a scar there now, so it's actually really hard for me to fill in my brows because it's like right in a terrible spot. But I do try my best, so just be kind. I'm not an expert, but I do try. Starting with my Urban Decay Primer Potion, we're going to move on to the eyes, and I'm starting with that Cinderella palette from earlier, and just using this really pretty purpley pink shade to really work in my crease. And I'm also going to use another brush later and add it on the lid. And don't worry if you don't have this palette. I know it probably doesn't exist anymore. If I find it, I'll link it below. But if it doesn't, just try to find a shade that's similar. Something pinky, purpley will do just perfectly. And from there, we're going to move on to a different palette. This is a Morphe 35W palette, I believe. And I just bought it off of Amazon. It's super inexpensive. I really love it. And I just used the only pink shade there. And I'm just layering that on top of the other color that we used, just on the crease and also on the lid as well. And to make everything more even, I'm taking that first purpley pink shade from the Cinderella palette and just adding that on my lower lash line. And also from the Cinderella palette, I'm going to be taking that really light pink opalescent shade and using it towards my brow bone to create a bit of shimmer and also blend out the bright colors that we used from before. And now we're going to bounce back to the Morphe palette and just pick up that middle purple just to create a little bit of dimension on the outer V of our eye. Next I'll be using this pretty pink shimmer shade called Pixie Dust, and I'm going to be using it to spotlight my eye and also for the inner corners. And it's actually from a local store here in Olympia, and there's also one in Portland as well. I'll link their website below. They have a lot of handmade stuff that they make, and it's super awesome, and I just love supporting local companies. And next we're just going to curl our lashes, and she doesn't have a whole lot going on besides the eyeshadow. She doesn't have eyeliner or falsies or anything like that. So I chose this brownish black eyeliner from Maybelline because I do feel like eyeliner makes your lash line bolder and makes your lashes look fuller. So I chose something brownish black because I feel like it still adds some dimension and some fullness without being too harsh. And now on to one of my favorite mascaras. It is the Lash Sensational, and I just really love it. I love the wand. I think it's really pretty and makes your lashes look really natural, which is something I really like. So this is definitely one of my favorites. And now onto the lips. I'm going to be using this lip liner called Addiction from Rimmel London and a ColourPop Ultra Matte lip called So Low. And this is actually one of my favorite lip looks right now. I think it looks very natural and just, it's pink, but it's not too pink. So I really like it, and I pretty much wear this every day. Now that we are done with the lips, this is our finished makeup look. And once we are done with the makeup, we're going to move on to the hair. I'm starting by using my favorite dry shampoo, which is Batiste. And I like it because it just makes my hair feel clean even when it isn't. And it also just adds a little bit of volume. So then you just rub it into your hair. And then from there, I really like to add coconut oil. This one I just got from Marshall's. It smells super delicious, and just like everyone says, coconut oil fixes everything. So I always like to run that through my hair every single day. And now that we've got our hair all lathered up and looking crazy, I like to section it off so that I can use my curling iron. Now this curling iron I've literally had for ages. I have no idea. I think it's a Conair one, but it does the job. And so we're just making really tight little curls. Obviously my hair isn't as short as Queenie's, but I did want to have those same kind of ringlet curls. So I just curl them up, and like you saw, I like to use the Garnier Sheer Set hairspray to set everything, and I don't touch it. I just leave it how it is, and then towards the end I like to run my fingers through it, maybe comb through it a little bit so they're not as stiff of curls, but that's just how I like to curl my hair. So now that our hair is completely curled, I'm just going to show you quickly how I put it up. I just twist it up into a really messy ballerina bun. Don't be too particular, just twist it up and make it look sort of pretty, and then just stick a bunch of bobby pins in it. And after that, you just kind of tug on it, make it a little thicker at the top, give you some more volume, and pull out any curls you want to pull out. And then after that, it should look a little something like this. What's up, guys? I hope you enjoyed that look. It was really fun to do it. I love to just get all pretty and dressed up, and it's always fun whenever you have something really cool and creative to go off of. I really enjoyed the movie. Let me know if you've seen it and how you liked it. I was a little skeptical at first. I thought maybe it would make me sad and miss Harry Potter, but it was definitely a whole new world and I really enjoyed it. So let me know what you think, and like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you haven't. I plan to post more videos like this. Let me know if you would like that. And of course, I'll try to link as much things that I used today as I can. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so much, and I hope you have a great day.